Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to make a volcano. Of all the weird things in the world I have to make, hopefully this will pan out okay. Something forming in my brain at the moment, so we'll see how we get on with this. Started off with just a trader's file. Okay, so that's done. Right, I'm off to Crater in the north. We're going to remodel Crater into what we want. Find it. Industrial. There we are, Crater. So, first thing to speak about Crater is it has zombies spawning in the bottom. I'm going to keep them there, but hide them away, because the screams that they come out with and the fact you think you're being hunted down by Zeds when you're inside the volcano might be interesting. So, like I said, I do have a sort of a plan for this. We need to make a flat piece over it, and then the flat piece is what we'll build. It's not going to be a real volcano. It's going to have smoke coming out. It's going to have a route in. And I think the route out will be via bunker door. That's the normal how I do things. But first of all, I need to cover that gap. So I've got something flat to work on. So what I'm going to do is take the castle wall on there, put it right in the middle, properties it. I'm going to turn it on its side. 90 degrees, bang. No, not that one. It's fine. That one there, maybe. That's brilliant. Now let's make it 5 times bigger. Not 56 times bigger. Looking good. I'll bring that up. See what I did there? Now we'll move it across and in there. Might make it bigger actually, see if we can get the whole lot covered. Okay, because it'll make it easier if we do. Down to Volcano. There we are. The properties that. And we will go for 7 times bigger. Will that cover the whole hole? And if we move that across. And sink it in. How's that doing? Not perfect. We need to make it 1 bigger. Please. That works better. I want to get it to clip inside both sides. That side done. Going to be any way of falling down. That's given us a flat surface to work with. Now let's wait the way out, and then put the military down here and block it all in, and then build the way in. Be fun. So my aim is that we build a military camp here. We have a way out that's a bunker door, levered, but not the way in. We then have a route that drops people in from above. And then on the outside of that rock face, we have a route up. Something completely different. Well, I think it's different. So if we exit people, military over here, well, obviously we're going to play with it a little bit and do some work to hide things away. We might bring that up and completely cover it, but no, that's fine. Okay, so let's go underground. Underground entrance is what we want. This is just going to be used as an exit point. That's my entrance. There. I'm going to bring that in. Up there. And then bring it up. We're going to get that to the right height. Move down. How's that looking? Right, sink that in a little bit. So we need to get that so it's clipped in at the sides as well. So we go properties. Work out where we are. Now it's back and forth. Up and down. Okay. So down takes us to 3. Up takes us to 8. So 8. If we go 7. That's looking pretty good. 7.1. So if we go 6.9, 8, 9. That's pretty good. Okay. So there's your way out. We can worry about the way out in a second. We need to get a lever on that. So when players exit, they've got a route out that is out that door there. So, lever. It's a lot easier to do this if you start off, grab the lever, move it somewhere like, you're going to want it about there, so you bring it here, bring it around, a long way off. No. Just on that piece, bring it in. Pop it down. Go inside ourselves. Here we are. Down. Excellent. We've got it sort of where we want it. Oh, it's not exact science at the moment. We'll take it up just a notch. There we are. Now we're going to properties that. I want to turn that right round. Accessible. Read is fine. Okay on that. It's so far out. Let's bring it into where we need it. That one there. Six, 9, 6, 2, 4. So it goes less. So if we go 2, 3, 0.6. Needs to be dropped down a bit behind the telephone. So properties. There we are. Now we need to move it across. The wall's fine. There you are. You have an exit panel. Excellent. That's easy. So let's just save that so we don't lose the data. Now we've got that working. Let's take that and that together and bring them towards me a little bit. I realise it's out there, but we can cover that up and make it look fine. And we can drop it down a little bit. Okay. Do that. Check the places things are still in the right place. Say, that'll work. Okay. So that's our exit worked out. Good to go. So now let's cover up that bit. Because inside here we're going to build military. There'll be something for people to loot. So we're going to start off with rocks. Rock. Easiest to work with. And we're going to go for that one there. Bring it round. Make it right out where you don't need it. That makes sense. Somewhere like that. Now I know this side is not used inside the bunker. So we can put things there. Bring that up. We can take that way. That's just left the bit we're going to exit on that side. Do the same on this side. So we want it about there. Don't want it on that. About there. Up. Spin round. Copy that. Get that where I want it. Now check things are working before we put it in place. And by working, I mean you can get everywhere you need to get. Through there. That blocks people coming in from the side. If they don't have an access card, they can't get out. So that's perfect. So now let's do the easy bit. Let's block off the outer edge. See what we're doing here now, can't you? It's starting to make sense of how we're building the volcano. So now we have space to work with. We have to worry about getting up and down, but I can worry about that once we've done everything else. I'm going to do one side at a time up to the height that I want it. Hi, Jack. So we're making a volcano. Well, we're making a military camp inside a volcano. I've had the week off, mate. I go back Monday. So that we're happy with. Now, we're going to put heli loot in here because heli loot continuously develops. No, it's too easy to get to. So this will be standard military loot. So let's put our barracks in and get those in place. Land barracks. So let's start with an HQ building. Put it out there. Bring it in. Pick it up. And it appears. In we go. It was good, mate. It was good. I've done a lot of DayZ editing. Ready for a wipe in May as I'm rebuilding this map. So that's given us a military headquarters. Now we need to put a well in. We need to actually put some more barracks in. We'll do the barracks first, then we'll hit the well, and then we'll start to worry about how we're going to get out of here. And build things around it. A set of stairs. So it's out in its basic format now. So on the screen is solo survival, PvP raiding, airdrops, RA, base build. This is not what's out now. Is what I saw about getting something out to the community that has the mechanics, but it's not finished. So the guys that are playing it are really enjoying it, and they keep coming back, and they're building bases, and they're enjoying it, and they understand it's not a finished product. This editor we save is sort of what I'm building to my finished product. So what we did yesterday, if I zoom down, there we are. So yesterday I built a castle. So normal castle walls around the outside, an entrance, and fallen over bits and pieces, and that's got normal loot inside. But then to get into the bit that everybody wants to get into, you need a swipe card. Will get you through the door hatch. Yes, alpha. That gets you inside here. Normal route takes you into the loot area. Because it's behind a swipe card, you can only get here when you've got a swipe card. So by putting that helicopter in, that will continuously spawn loot on it when people are within 400 meters of it. So, and it's tier 4 military loot. So it means that they get the barracks to play with. Anyway, you've got tier 4 castle, so hunting rifles. And then you've also got a heli that will have loot on it. Thank you, buddy. So that's that one. And then my traders, they're not identical, but it will give you an idea of how they work. Yeah, that one. So my traders use nails rather than currency. They're not safe zones. So you go in along that horrible road. You pop inside the castle. Inside that bunker is the normal trader. If you've got a swipe card, you can open up there. And then inside here, that room there, will be the weapons trader. We don't have helis on my server. 100%. And then when it comes to exiting, you use a swipe card to exit. That will open that door. On the other side of it, there isn't a swipe card, so people can't get in from that side. And then you come out here, up there, and you can exit out. Or you can go out the way you came in. So when you've used a swipe card to get into the good bit, you've got a choice of exiting using a lever or exiting using a lever either side. You can either go back the way you came or go a different route out. And also what that's done then is blocked off that gap there. Yes! Traders don't sell guns, they only buy them. The currency is all nails. Because there's no other way of... There are ways of getting nails, but that's one of them. Same, so up here, to give you an idea of how my brain works, we've got... So we blocked off this. That's just smokestacks to look good. I need to develop this further. So players will come up here, get through the castle, go down through, use a swipe card to open. They can exit without using the swipe card. That will get them through to here. As they pop out, the first thing that greets them is 2 polar bears and lots of hanging things. Some inverted crosses. When they get through that, this is a bear spawn area and lots of zombies. You've got some military bunkers up there, and then you've got another one of those helicopters that spawns loot. It's a hard area to get to, and normal military loot. I need to develop it a bit further, but you can't get to it any other way because there's an invisible barrier blocking you up there. So the only way is through the entrance. Yeah, polar bears. Yeah, because we have an Arctic region. And then my North trader. Yeah. But that's part of the map. And the polar bears come as part of the map. So my North trader, same, go through. You've got your normal trader inside there. And then you've got a bunker door there. Same exit routine, same thing. And then you come out through the woods down here and exit over and extract. And that brings you then down the other side of the mountain pass. But it means that because when you go through the bunker doors, alarms will go off. So the rivers are already cold, and so is the mountains. It's not as cold as a Deer Isle cold, but if you go up there, you will need warmer clothing. Then you've got, so this used to be open, so you could see out over there, and I hate that. I hate when you can see out of a map. So I filled that right in. I added some more military to the airfield because it didn't have any. It was too civilianized. Right up to their line that they put in when they built the map. Obviously, we're now doing other bits and pieces. That's obviously something I've added there, a little bit of extra military to the radar station because there wasn't enough. It's because they set them freezing. What they've done is they've built it in such a way that it is really cold. And the guy that made Deer Isle also helped to make parts of this map. So we have similar way of thinking. Now, where were we? We were building Crater, weren't we? There we go. Okay. So that's sort of what I've done, and added extra bits of military in. And what I'm doing is basically this will come out. My aim is everything will be finished and the beta version will be live 24th of May. That's the idea. So I've got about a month and a half to get everything ready. No, this is Chemsy, that I'm just finishing it my own way. Or Chimsy, however you want to pronounce it. Is this my server and the map we're using? Yes. But the reason I've gone for this is I have a 30-slot server. This works well for a 30-slot server. The map's not massive, but you can still get lost. There's lots to do. And with me building extra shit, it's certainly good fun. Right, so we now need to put in some more barracks. So again, think out there, put them round, bring them in, get them roughly where you want them, and then bring them up. The German map, yes, the German map. Check that works. No, you have to come forward a little bit more. Check that works. No, rocks are still inside. Oh, you can get lost really easy. So we don't give people a map automatically. Once they find a map or buy a map from the trader, then they can press M and get your normal map up and put your map markers in like you would on a PvP server, but we make them work for it first. Like I said, everything that we sell is via nails, so we have no nails spawning in the world. Traders don't need to sell nails. Nail boxes come on airdrops. Everything you sell, you get paid nails for. And if you find a pair of pliers and barbed wire or metal wire, you can turn that into nails. So we have a different base building mod that drinks nails rather than have a flag, with explosives and such like. The traders will buy off you high value weapons for like 99 nails each. When this one comes out, they'll also sell you one weapon for 400 nails. Our base building mod basically doesn't need any nails to build. You just need planks and logs. I think Jag needs to increase map spawns to get people to use GPS with a map. It's difficult. Everyone has their own server and their own vision. You know, when I used to play Deer Isle a lot, from spawn up to the main big island, apart from when you sort of go into the point of interest stuff, the rest of it, I knew my way around. You could spawn in and go, oh, I'll go this way, or I'm going to go this way. I just don't enjoy Deer Isle enough to play it. It's too... In my head, it's a brilliant map, but you need like 100 player slot server for it, and then it becomes unstable. Yeah, everyone's got their own vision. Everyone follows what they want. It's really difficult because the one thing I have learned is just because somebody appears in on your server and says, I want this, say, that's not part of my vision, go away. Because I want this type of people tend to not carry on playing. I have a suggestion thing, and if people come up with suggestions, then do they fit into the world? So I don't have vehicles. But the players said, look, we want something to be able to get around on. And as much as I don't like vehicles, yeah, point of interest is the way to go. So as much as I don't like vehicles, we compromised and I've put a bicycle in. You have to buy the frame from Trader. The wheels you have to buy separately from Trader, or you get the wheels off an airdrop. And massively I've put into the rules, use bicycles at your own risk. I will not cover anything to do with tickets for vehicles because they're so unstable. Your pizza, your topping. Thank you. I hadn't thought of it like that. Very much so. But what I'm trying to do here is give a mixture of barracks, because the way that this works is... Okay. We need to bring that one. We need to play with the levels of this one. So we right click, properties. Yeah, I'm no great fan, but players don't have to use them if they don't want to. So that's not high enough at that point. Yeah. Your pizza, your toppings. I like that. If we get that out that side, that should work. Bring it up just a smidging. So that's 0.9. That's 5.9. So if we go 1, 5, good work. Fly inside and see if it fits right. Okay, that room's not working. That room is. Okay, this building's not going to work. Delete. Bang, done. That's fine. Because loot, we know loot spawns in on the ground. Only use bikes to get out of spawn zones in high pop service. So it's so hard to get a bike that someone has to put investment in. So how our base building mod works is you build everything you want, and then you don't have a flag, you have an Apple computer. And every item you build in the base and every item of storage costs 1 nail per day to stop it despawning. So then you feed the computer with nails, and it will tell you how many days you've got until that base despawns. If you don't keep feeding the computer with nails and it gets to 0, your whole base goes poof and disappears. So it makes it very... Once you've built your base, because people go, wow, I can build a massive base, it's not going to cost anything, just a box of nails will be fine. And then like, oh, I've got 8 hours. Now I need to go and get massive amounts of nails to keep my base alive. So I need to keep running guns. I need to, on our server, the traders pay more for leather goods. So I need to go off and hunt animals and make leather goods and sell those. And which is why I'm now putting in all these points of interest to give players other places to loot for weapons. What I'd like to do, and I don't know how to do it in DayZ, or even if it's possible, I'd like to have the entrance to this only work at night, So this is all then dark. But I don't know how to make it dark yet. So we know that barracks doesn't work. Let's try the normal. Oh, the big barracks. That will probably work fine. So the horrible barracks. Bring that in. Like there. Then bring that up. Yeah. Then it's already got some height with the steps. If we page that down, like that. Check. Floor working on the ground floor. Yes. Nicely blocked up. I don't want, but we can solve that easily. There. Get forward. Got a way in and out the back if you want to use it. The ladder up if you want to do something stupid like that. Okay. Now, a couple more military, and then we'll put some other buildings in, some industrial. Let's mix the loot up, basically. If that works. Yep, that works. Fine. That dealt with. Now we need to fill up this area here. I think the way in is going to be over this direction, but I haven't worked out how we're going to build the way in yet. I sort of got an idea. We might build it up from one of those because that already gives us a ladder to get up with. So, industrial. So, industrial. No, that's just trains. So, factory. DayZ building. Do. That works, that works. A bit of a step up. It's not ideal, but we can solve that now. There's Yeah, no, I agree. I'm always, when you've got nothing, no gear on you, you'll take risks that you wouldn't normally take. Not a fan of hypox servers full of annoying kids. Um, we don't tend to get annoying kids on here, pure and simply because I don't give people any food. That very, very low amounts of food. So tins of tack back and cans of Coke and things don't spawn in. You might get some food that will dehydrate you, so rice and maybe some patty if you're really lucky. We give people a hook to start off with. We let people rip up clothes with their hands, hunt, shoot, and fish to survive. We've increased the animal spawns. That's one set of stairs, so that's that working. That's not ideal, but we can do the same on there and there. Or what we tend to have, if I look at the logs, is if you don't eat within 40 minutes, you're dead. I spawn everybody in within 100 meters of a well, but they might not see the well. So it's up to them to find it. You can rip up clothes with your hands. So obviously 2 stacks of 6 rags makes rope. We give you a fishing hook. You can get to water. You can fish and cook and eat and drink from a well within 40 minutes. Jobs are good. It becomes easy. It's back to being normal DayZ, but rather than picking up food everywhere, you're hunting it. So players tend to come on. They're in for about 15 minutes and we never see them again because in those 15 minutes they've not found any food. Or they come on, they survive for 30 minutes and die and keep repeating because they want to find a way of doing it. Or they get past the 40-minute mark and they stay with us for ages. Because they like how it's a bit more, not realistic, there's zombies running around, but you know what I mean. How it's a bit more, my vision is it's the end of the world. So 10 years ago when the outbreak happened, all the cars were driven off. Yeah. Anyone that didn't have the virus got out of the area. With them, they took all the food they could find and every tent going. We need to get out of here, we need to survive. Gone. So my vision is that's how it started and you build from there. And that's just how I do it. I am legend, that's a fair way of putting it. In the same way that I don't have a flag for the base building. Base building is as I said, a computer. The computer's not perfect. I'd rather it was a workbench, but the fact that we don't have a flag, I've never understood in DayZ how you build a base and stick next to it a big flag that says, "Here I am." We also don't allow people to build inside houses. So it forces them to build themselves something out in the woods. But we have code locks and breaching charges for explosion, for breaching. We have 3 tiers. We have wood, metal, concrete or cinder. And 2 tiers of explosive. You can raid from any direction. Yes. Yeah, and that's more how I feel it should be. If that makes sense. I understand why they did it. I just don't agree with it. And you know me, I like base building. It's also a solo server. Um, there's no armbands. There's no icons over your head. There's no way of joining other people. Armbands, if you put them on, will despawn within 20 seconds. We take this, say it's a solo server. You can work with your friends. You can team up and do stuff together, but you can't share a base. Oh, you can have an improvised code lock. It's possible to do. I have code locks. I would like, personally, I would like a code lock that had a battery spaces in the back. So you'd have to go and find 9-volt batteries to put inside your code lock. And then that way, when your batteries ran out, your door opened. To me, that would make more sense. But each to their own. I've always wanted that for a code lock mod. Adding 9-volt batteries just to make people think differently. So we use the same building mod that Rearmed use. They've just released it to the wild. Yeah. To me, that would make sense. A code lock that was battery powered, and maybe it would take 6 batteries inside, and 6 batteries would last you 14 days, the same way as raising your flag. And then rather than having a flag to raise on your base, you would have to keep the batteries inside your code log. That to me would make sense. It would fit into the world better. Because bicycle locks are too slow and cumbersome, and they don't really do the job. And that's, you know, you can cut them off depending on the server. You can blow your way through too easily. Base building in vanilla is... it was a nice idea that's never been advanced. You know, there should be roofs in vanilla that you can build on your base. 100%. If you can pull up a wall and you can build a watchtower, you could build a roof. So that works there. So all I'm trying to do now is give some more buildings, basically, because otherwise, and as you can see, that should be a castle wall, and all I've done is switch it on its arse and make it bigger to fill up the gap. And then because we do weird things, so now because I'm a bastard, so our barbed wire works. Oh, didn't want to do that. That's what we have on here on our server. It's a Rust inspired base building mod. So you get a piece of paper, you convert that piece of paper into a blueprint, you hold down left hand button and you can cycle your mouse wheel round, choose what you want to build. You build the frame to start with using one log. You've got 10 minutes that you can cut that log down for. After that, it's stuck with you permanently. And then you put planks in your rucksack, and you then use the planks and a hammer hatchet to build that panel. The same with walls, windows, ceilings. We've got the triangle pieces to make airlocks. You can upgrade it. I've got metal, but metal's in my rucksack. Bang, 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 it's upgraded. I've got concrete in my rucksack. Bang, 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 it's upgraded. Stick a code lock on it. Job done. Got the computer in there. Feed the computer with nails to keep your base alive. So it is a Rust inspired base building mod, and it works far. It's a brilliant mod. So as I was saying, our barbed wire works. So in-game barbed wire that you find in the world that so many people stand on top of to get into places, if you stand on top of our barbed wire, you'll end up with 4 cuts. Because I'm evil. No, that's not what I want to be. 45 maybe? Let's swung that way, so if it goes that back to 0. That one there, yeah, that's better. No, that one's there then. Vertical. There we go. Now, take that forward. Up there. Take it up. That's a false room, isn't it, there? What you put up there won't be seen. But it means if somebody opens that door and tries to run out, they're going to be hit. They're going to cut themselves. Evil Goblin. Okay, so that's that done. Now, something in the middle. Doesn't have to be something in the middle, but we're building a hell of a point here. Barracks are easy, but they're too easy. So we've had that. We've had that. We've got industrial. We could do with barn. No. That might work for what I want to do. Does that have on it a ladder? It does. But it also has that. Okay. Fine. So that's going to be our way up and down over here. There. Decided which yet. Up, we need to build an exit properly. That's by the by. That's easy. But I need to get more. What's the blue barn called, I wonder? Let's go and find one. Ruined. Not that. Normal barn. Police station in there might work well. Prison. Needs to be an industrial building. I wonder if that would work. That could work. What building's that called? That's called tenement object land tenement big. Okay. Let's find our crater. If we go object land. Okay. Land. It's not on that. So I wonder what they're called in normal DayZ. Everything's under land that I need. That's good. That makes it easier. To get the police station in, I want it there. The police station over there. Yeah, because you can't see the surface of what I've built. Okay. Nice idea. Right, we can worry about that in a second. Let's see if I need to find one of the really tall buildings. Houses. I have this idea that we can climb on the roof of it, so we can use that as a way to get into this place. At least it jumps me a long way up. You need to get medical in here as well. What's that? Have a look and see what that is. That might be interesting to use. Land. Cave entrance. Nice. So that's the vanilla cave from Canaris. old bunker door. Ground. Yeah, that makes sense. So that's how you build. Ah. Now, if we bring that up. Oh, I like that. That makes possibilities. What was I really looking for? Land bunker, something underground. Bunker door, we know that's a top one that opens. Yeah. More bunker that's open. I like that. How I need to find a way of using it. Okay, so that'll do for now. My creative juices aren't flowing, so I will stop the stream and I will catch you all probably tonight for Aftermath if you're about, and if not, I will see you all again soon. Jack, thanks for popping in, massively appreciated, mate. Thanks for watching, guys.